Hi, this video is to talk a little bit about trite expressions and cliches and sort of identify what those are and why you should try to avoid them. So it's a little bright on the porch today, so I hope you can see this all right. So I have, first, what are they? So cliches are common expressions, trite expressions are common words, sometimes put together, sometimes just one word, in a way that's not very original. And we want to avoid those. Why should I care? Because it makes our writing kind of lifeless. It sounds very familiar and it's not really reaching for some sort of new expression. And I see a lot of similar types of phrases in student writing. And this is important for anytime you're doing any sort of narrative work or fiction work, or in the case of perhaps my seniors working on college essays, when you're writing about yourself, you have a tendency to sort of jump into that cliched writing. And I actually have a page, which I'm going to put, I've actually already done it, I put it on my website, and I'll have a link here in the bottom of this YouTube video so that you can find it. But common expressions could be things like, you know, we were friends for life, gives me the chills, I was like a kid in a candy store. I mean, these are expressions that we understand what the person is writing about, but we've heard it before, so we need a new way for you to express that particular idea. And I know that sometimes when I've told students you have to avoid some of these kinds of terms, they'll sort of look disappointed and say there's nothing left, but there always is. There's always a new way to try to put things together, put your words together in an interesting way. And so what can you do? Start looking back through your writing, especially if you're getting close to a final draft, and maybe underline words and phrases that you believe might be a cliche. Maybe check in with a friend or an adult or somebody else, like, can you look and see through this and tell me if this sounds familiar? We use these kinds of phrases every day in our common speech. I do it, lots of people do it. It's hard to correct that in our own conversation, but we can definitely take a moment, step back, look at our writing, and really try to polish it and make it sound original. We all have original thoughts and ways to put things together, even if our particular experiences are very similar to other people. The way we've experienced it is our unique story. So that's what you're trying to get out, whatever kind of writing it is. On my web page, on my school website, you can find this page slightly adjusted for today, and you can see some of the different phrases that I had created, or created this list in the past with students to look at words and phrases to avoid. So I hope this is helpful. Of course, you could always Google trite expressions and cliches on the internet, but you should be aware of what that terminology means and be starting to work towards removing that from your writing. Of course, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask me, and thank you for watching the video.